last year there was a spike in crime around December.
Right.
What do we do in order to keep that trend from repeating?
Well, there are three or four things. We need to actually institutionalize the community policing we started 10 years ago and have virtually totally abandoned under the city manager, police chief, and so forth since then. We did this, we accidentally stumbled into the enormous effect that community policing, in this particular case, having police get out of their cars and actually interact with citizens. In an 18-month period, the trust relationship between the police and the central city and the residents in the city completely reversed. I mean, we're talking about people who would throw bricks at the police, and they would actually help the police catch their sons because they trusted the police weren't going to beat them up or something like that. This is a relatively short period of time. It is relatively labor intensive. So we all knew that to make that happen, because while they were doing that, there were police not able to go all over the place elsewhere. We did this because the city had decided they had to get the senior games here, and they were going to squash crime in the central city. Well, by accident, we discovered that community policing is this amazing public safety tool. Well, the fact is, we forced the city manager to search for somebody who knew about this, and we hired a guy, Norm Botsford, and he was here for 2 years. But the city government, meaning Mr. Beck and the city council, simply would not start hiring the beat officers to make this work. Now, so community policing in general is the way you increase trust between citizens and police across the town. And with that trust comes crime reduction. It gets easier to solve crimes, all this kind of stuff. So specifically, what I would do is the police department needs to do another 5-year plan. The last one was totally done in-house. This new one needs to be a community-based strategic plan for the police department. And I can guarantee you that if the community is involved, some of the emphasis on what the police do and how they do it will change. Because the police, now, and part of that has to do with the understaffing. So one is we need to move and right now start on a new 5-year strategic plan that is community-based. And we need to hire outside people to help facilitate that. Secondly, we need to, in the next 5 years, figure out how we're going to add between, I'm going to say, 15 to 25 police officers. Remember, when we started doing some of this stuff in the 90s, we're now 20,000 people up. So we're just nowhere near. It's going to take police officers, but we'll get enormous benefits from that. And the third thing is, people are right now on this citizen oversight thing. Oh, well, do we need this oversight and so forth? The issue is not whether we need a board. The issue is, do we have opportunities or problems involved in the relationship between the police and the community? I believe we do. I hope that's what they find out. Civilian review boards done right are a major tool for increasing trust.